radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Our focus today brought to you by RoofMax, roofmax.com with 2 X's. Time to head over to Baird & Company for our ticker tip of the day, and that's where we find Steve Anderson. Steve, good morning to you.
And good morning to you, sir.
Well, how is the market doing on this Wednesday?
Well, this Wednesday is an up Wednesday. We've got the Dow Jones Industrial Average ahead by 393 points, putting it at 33,938. Volume 424 million shares. The Nasdaq's ahead by 356, putting it at 13,305. Volume there is 487 million shares. S&P up by 43.33.
And your ticker tip for the day?
Whoa, excuse me. My ticker tip. This is the time of year when people get their minds wrapped around, I better check on things and get things spruced up. So they go out and they take a look at the garden. They go out and they obviously are beginning to work on their taxes. In doing that, they actually are looking at most of the accounts that they have. I suggest that they extend that to all the accounts that they have. Double check and make sure that you have proper beneficiaries on it, that your investments are allocated the way that you wish, because sometimes as we get these market moves, they'll drift away from your actual desires and wind up getting forgotten and not done the way that you want. So at this time of year, well, especially while you're getting ready for your taxes, take a look at all of those accounts. Maybe check with your advisor to make sure that that they have all of your beneficiary information and such correct, and get ready.
And how do we get some help from you to do all that?
Well, you give us a call right here at Baird & Company in Saginaw, where the telephone number is 989-790-5724. You can get the Midland location at 989-839-9035. We're also available on the web at rwbaird, BAIRD.com, and each branch has a website.
All right, you have a great day. We'll talk to you Friday.
All righty, I will. You do the same.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye now. Steve Anderson at Baird & Company with our ticker tip of the day. The Farm Show with Farm Director Terry Henne up at Maple Hill Nursery comes along next.
This is Dr. Dennis LaFoon, pastor of Bethel AME Church, and I'm also a member of Saginaw African American Pastors, and we're urging all residents of Saginaw to get the COVID vaccination shot. The health of our community determines the life of our community. So do your part and take the shot that saves lives. Join us in making Saginaw a community with immunity. For COVID vaccine and testing location information, visit GreatLakesBayHealthCenters.org today.
Attention farmers, landscapers, contractors, and business owners, don't miss Foster Blue Water Oil's annual Spring Open House and Promotions event, Friday, March 18th at the Bulk Planted Warehouse Facility in Bay City. From 10 a.m. till 2 p.m., you will get special one-time pricing on lubricants and fluids. Vendors will be on hand to answer any questions you may have. Lunch will be provided, and there will also be free giveaways. That's Friday, March 18th at 3680 Patterson Road in Bay City. Foster Blue Water Oil, supplying fuel, lubricants, and energy services for over 75 years. Learn more at fosterbluewateroil.com.
Hi, my name's Joe Cordell. Sometimes in divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or alimony. Usually this order can be modified in certain circumstances, but such modifications are often complicated and are best entrusted to attorneys that are well acquainted with such matters. At Cordell & Cordell, that's our business. Remember, you're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Detroit area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Offices in Troy and Ann Arbor. CordellCordell.com.
News coverage.
Gas prices.
We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas.
News.
This carnage in Ukraine.
Putin's war machine.
Atrocities.
Establish a ceasefire.
No-fly zone.
Chemical weapons.
To begin their attack on Kyiv.
They seek a surrender. This is not what they are going to get.
News coverage. Talk.
Stepping up production here.
Remove the hostile energy policies.
News coverage.
Baseball's back, and we're going to play 162 games.
On WSGW.
On the next Markley Van Camp and Robin show.
Oh my gosh, some people are now saying that complaining about gas prices is white privilege. I thought it was Putin's fault.
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790. News Radio WSGW. Now, the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We are having a good day. We are having a fun day. We are outside where the sun is shining and there's hardly a breeze anywhere. If there is any wind, it's coming out of the south, about 5 miles per hour or less. Currently, we're looking at 41 degrees at the airport, 44 right now at Radio Center. Midland, where we are located at Maple Hill Nursery, it's 42. Downtown Bay City is looking at 42 degrees as well. As we go through the day, the sun is going to continue. We're going to be looking at temperatures moving well up into the 50s by the time we're all done. I think the best chance of seeing the warmest temperatures of the day will more than likely be after 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. And by 5 o'clock this afternoon, we could very easily be looking at 60 degrees. Not so much the case for some parts of the states. We're looking at cloudy skies all along that lower 25% of the lower peninsula, but temperatures are still holding up there in the low 40s. There are a few locations moving into the upper 40s, case in point being the Lapeer area, where it is currently 47. We're looking at Flint right now, where they are reporting at Bishop Airport 46 degrees. We do have barometric pressure that's holding pretty steady right now at 30.09. High pressure over southern Illinois is what's dominating our weather. That's what's giving us that southerly flow of air. And we're going to be looking at relatively light breezes as we go through the afternoon hours out of the south, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then tomorrow, it's going to be a southwest breeze. But tomorrow night, we will see a cold front move through. That will change our wind direction. It'll be coming more out of the north, but still, we're not looking at any strong gusty winds to move us in through the next couple of days. Maybe on Friday, when we see some showers and temperatures a little bit cooler. Matter of fact, on Friday, our high temperature for the day more than likely will be where we're at right now. The exception, of course, is mostly cloudy, and we are going to be looking at rain shower activity for a good part of the day on Friday, as well as Friday night, spilling over into the day on Saturday, where we are looking at rain shower activity, and finally some clearing on Saturday night and early Sunday morning. But throughout the Friday and Saturday period, low to mid 40s for high temperatures. Then Sunday, still looking at sun. And we still are looking at middle 50s. 56 is our projected high right now for Sunday. So in a nutshell, sun, mostly clear skies where there are clouds, and we're looking at northern Michigan. There is an isolated spotty sprinkle here and there, and that's the way that's going to be for the remainder of the day today. But tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 46. Sun will set this evening at 7:44, rise tomorrow morning at 7:45. Then tomorrow, 61 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. Once again, a spotty sprinkle. The best chance of that occurring will be in southern Michigan, as a front will be sliding through. There will be a high pressure system behind that front influencing our weather. Our low on Thursday night will be 37. Then on Friday, with the rainy skies, rain moving in a little bit more consistent in coverage area as we go into the afternoon hours on Friday. 42 for a high, 34 for a low. The low pressure system causing all of that on Friday will be over southern Missouri, and it'll move very rapidly to Pennsylvania by Saturday during the day. So whatever rain showers we do get should be moving through rather rapidly, but We are looking at that residual rain shower activity into the day, at least during the daylight hours and most likely the morning and midday on Saturday before things begin to finally start to clear out. Average temperature for this time of the year is 42 in the afternoon, 26 at night. Record high 71 set back in 1927. The record low 1 set way back in 1912. And a year ago, 37 was our high, 27 was our low. The record amount of snowfall on this date is 5.5 inches out at MBS International Airport. That was set back in 1974. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. We'll take a look at the markets in a moment with Cody Harris from Star of the West. But before we do that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. We're broadcasting today from Maple Hill Nursery at 2672 North Eastman Road in Midland. Chuck Cervinsky, good morning.
Good morning on this beautiful sunny Wednesday.
I can hardly wait to get outside and get to work.
I know, me too. The snow piles are disappearing quick out here.
You know, if we had a contest going, I think that big snow pile out there by your parking lot would be a good contest generator. The last day, the last hour that the snow is finally there, that pile was awful big about a month ago.
Yeah, how about last Friday? It was huge.
Unbelievable. But right back behind it, we've got big piles of mulch, and there's going to be more coming in here fairly soon.
Yeah, there are. We're just waiting. Load limits will go off, and they'll start hauling it in. But we've got quite a bit of it that we took in early for this year, late last fall. So we got stuff to get started with. We've got all of our bag mulch in. All of our bag soils are in. So we're starting to get things rolling.
And I see the big piles of dairy dew out there in bags. If somebody wants to get a jump start on that, they've used it. They've been happy with it. Now's the time to pick it up.
It sure is. We've had a steady stream of people all morning coming in for the straight dairy dew and the different mixes that we have, and we've got plenty of it in stock.
And also plenty in stock outdoor furnishings. We did a live social stream a little bit earlier this morning. So if people want to take a look at that, they can go to the WSGW Facebook. They can go to the Maple Hill Facebook. Take a look and see, because you got a lot of really nice stuff that people can get right now.
They sure can. We've got a lot of stuff that we're selling right off the floor. Polywood is all a special order, but the lead time right now is fairly low. It's 4 to 6 weeks. It will increase as time goes on. So it's important that if you want to order, get in here as soon as you can.
And what are your hours during the week, Chuck?
Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we are open Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And Sundays, it'll be another week or two, but we'll be open Sundays from noon to 4.
Chuck, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You bet. Chuck Cervinsky, Maple Hill Nursery over in Midland. Let's take a look at the market, see what's going on. Over to Star of the West we go. I think we got Cody Harris on the line. Cody, good morning.
Good morning, Kerry. How you doing today?
Hey, not too bad. We took off like a shot once again yesterday. What's going on today?
Well, we almost got basically a complete reversal on that here today, Terry. All markets are kind of taking a hit here this morning. Looking at everything the way it sits right now, we got cash wheat right now. That's down 80. Got 10.08 on the white, 9.48 on the red. New crop wheat also down 80, 10.08 on the white, 9.48 on the red. Looking over at corn, cash corn is down 27 at 6.61. New crop corn is down 17 at 5.79. Looking over at soybeans, cash soybeans are down 6 at 15.88, and new crop soybeans are down 7 at 13.95.
Boy, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. What in the world? Again, wheat up 80, down 80. The trend continues.
Yeah, it's definitely been the driver. And I guess this morning, a lot of news has been, I guess the trade's really been looking at. We had Ukrainian President Zelensky. He addressed Congress this morning. And it seems like all the grain markets here this morning have been backing down after several news sources have actually reported some favorable comments from President Zelensky regarding peace talks with Russia. While peace seems maybe difficult to believe in, while Russia continues to shell Ukraine cities, Russia's military is definitely not doing well, according to Zelensky. And he notes that it may take some time for more favorable conditions, but overall, that reporter, I guess, that addressed to Congress this morning was definitely positive notes as far as that concerns going over there. And the market's definitely maybe backing off some risk here this morning across the board, Terry, definitely driven by wheat.
All righty. Cody, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
You as well, Terry. Thank you.
You bet. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The market report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline, the Great Lakes Bay Area certified ag dealer. You can make a new Ram commercial truck a part of your everyday use for family, farm, and business today by seeing Schaefer and Beerline since 1852. Where family and service sells cars. And by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of farmers for well over 125 years. 2 locations in Bay City. Also, Cassidy, Caseville, Pigeon, and Bad Axe, Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Morning, Doug.
Good morning.
Here we go again, right?
Well, yeah, I think the criminal billionaires are getting tired of this, and they're starting to give up on some of their assets to cover their expenses. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get a yacht take over the payments now if you got a few $1 million a week to spend on it. But I hear there's a soccer team up for sale, and they want to close that deal out by Friday before that window closes for that one multi-billionaire. He's in a lot of trouble. So anyway, I think some good things are coming out of this. Actually, these guys are going to get hammered. They're above the law when they got that much money, and now they're kind of feeling the pressure. So in that way, it's a good thing. So we got a Fed meeting today, and they are going to raise interest rates 1/4 point. That's pretty much a done deal, and I don't think we have any fear of them raising 1/2. There was for a while they thought they might raise them by 1/2, but I don't think that's going to happen. Their next meeting is in May 3rd and 4th. And so they expect another 1/4 point raise in interest rates there also, but that's 5 weeks away. We can have a lot of fun in 5 weeks. So kind of the market is okay with that. It's the stock market when I say that. So here's your numbers. The May corn 728.5 down 29.5. The December corn 630.5 down 20 3/4. September of 23 corn is 576 down 15 1/4. The May soybeans 1650 3/4 down 8 cents. November soybeans 1457.5 down 9.5. In November of 23 soybeans 1287.5, that's down 12 3/4. The May wheat is 1069 1/4 down 85 cents. The December wheat is 954 3/4 down 62.5. And then July of 23 wheat is 801 1/4, it's down 38 1/4. Crude oil's been around and around today. It was up a couple bucks. It was down $1.50 or so. Right now it's pretty steady at 94.99. That's up 20 cents. Heating oil is 298.20. That's up 3.5 cents. Gasoline is $3.25. That's up about 1/2 penny, and kind of looks like 3.65 at the pump, but I think we're about 50 cents high right now. Natural gas is 473.80. That's up 12.5 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you $1.2739 at the border. That's down 24 ticks. The yen is at 118.40. That's up 12 ticks. The euro is at 109.94. That's up 5 ticks. And the dollar is 98.61. It's down 48 ticks. Gold's at $19,1380, down $14.70 an ounce. Silver's at $24.60, down 52 cents. And platinum's at $10.1660. That's up $14.10.
Doug, you have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
I will. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. When we return, Travis Christian from Nutrient Ag will be joining us right after these notes.
How do you make the most of your land? Well, it depends who you ask. If you ask the Wrens or the Caggianos, who run with us on John Deere mowers, they'd tell you.
I mow first, then I do all the trimming.
Get as much done in advance as possible.
I jump out of the house, a cup of coffee, and I'm at work.
But the Upshaws, the Hubbards, and the Allens who work behind the wheel of John Deere compact tractors would say,
something that's worth doing isn't always easy.
If it's something you want, just go after it and try it.
And most of all,
I'll make the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
Then there's the Nelsons and the Mosers, who may mention from the seat of their Gator UTVs.
It's important to just take it one day at a time.
You can't be all working up, right?
The most fun we have on the Gator is just ripping around the property.
It's a way of life.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations in Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Carroll, Benton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Rochester Hills, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
A good grower always knows the forecast, and with interest rates forecasted to rise in the near future, there's never been a better time to lock in a historically low rate on a new irrigation system at your local Zematic dealer. For a limited time, get an additional 1% interest rate discount on already low financing and the earliest delivery dates in the industry, so your new Zematic pivot is ready to roll this spring. Terms and conditions apply. See your local dealer or visit lindsay.com/spring sale for full details.
Along with me, Travis Christian with Nutrient Ag. Travis, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Terry?
Hey, not too bad. I'm enjoying the sun. It can warm up another 10 degrees or so, and I think I'll be in fantastic shape. But I'll tell you, some of our growers are really getting the itch now.
Yeah, I am feeling the exact same way. There comes a point in spring where it starts to get sunny, and you start to make plans. And for me, one of the first things I'm thinking about is field work, right? And trying to manage all that residue from the year before. And when we manage that correctly, there's a lot of nutrition available there that can help us be more profitable. And this year, we have a huge opportunity for that, just listening to where prices are from your conversation with Star of the West earlier. And Extract is our product that's meant for that. It's powered by the same accomplished technology that's in Accomplished Max and Titan, but we add sulfur to this to drive microbial processes that break down crop residue and start to unlock those nutrients and hold them in a plant available form for the year. And what it also does then is really helps limit what that residue can cause me for problems with my planter, right? So a lot of thick corn residue. I mean, we had higher yields than ever across the state last year. So really thick corn residue takes a long time to break that lignin down. And when I have that out there, it can cause seed to soil contact issues and actually cause even further issues for me than just tied up nutrition.
And again, we're not only looking at, trash, I call it trash in the fields, but we're looking at some of our fields. They weren't in the best condition because of the wet conditions last fall.
Right. So we're going to have limited nutrient availability because of that anyway. So when we get a chance to go out there and do this, just because we're tilling doesn't mean we're making that nutrition locked up in those corn stalks available. And what's nice too is as we think about the fact that we maybe didn't get a chance to do it in the fall, maybe we have some weed pressure. Extract is compatible with all of our pre-emerge herbicides as well, and it's going to make a really good partner for that.
Good advice. Travis, thank you so much. You have a good one, and we'll talk to you later, all right?
Yeah, thanks, Terry.
You bet. Travis Christian with Nutrient Ag. Joe Kramer with the Michigan Bean Commission is next. Do you have a yield monitor in your combine? Do you print off a pretty picture every year, but you don't know what to do with it? Why don't you have PC Ag Solutions analyze your data to help you make profitable decisions for the upcoming season? We can help you analyze your data from your planter, sprayer, or combine and compare it to your soil types and nutrient availability. Anything from the planting date to your speed, population, and variety to elevation, drainage, and in-season applications. We can help you make the most profitable decision on your farm. Call us today, 989-868-4444.
How would you like to earn up to $1,000 a week? Star of the West Milling is looking for hardworking, self-motivated people to join the team for the 2022 spring season. Star of the West is seeking general laborers and tender truck drivers. A career opportunity open house will be held Wednesday, March 16th from 4 till 7 p.m. at Star of the West in Emmett, 10730 North Railroad Street. No appointment is necessary. Just come by to the office at 4 p.m. You must be able to pass DOT physical and drug screen. No CDL licenses are required but preferred.
Along with me, Joe Kramer with the Michigan Bean Commission. Joe, lots to talk about. First of all, let's talk about planting intentions. What's the latest there?
Well, hi, Terry. I'm anxious for March 31st report to come out so we kind of see what corn and soybeans look like and then back into our bean number. But I think we've probably lost a few acres to corn and soybeans over the past month. Having said that, I think that actually creates some opportunities for the guys that stick with it. Supply-demand numbers are still pretty tight ratio, and with everything going on in the world, I think we're going to see some opportunities, in particular with white beans, that we haven't seen in recent years. So, removal of tariffs in the UK are pending. We sure expect those to come off in the next 30 to 60 days. I think that opens up a lot of opportunities for us, particularly in England. But the region that's having so many problems today is a white bean eating area, and I think it gives us an opportunity to put some product in there.
Boy, we'll keep our fingers crossed on that. Yeah, that would be promising if something like that happened.
For sure, Terry. I think it opens doors that have been closed to us for a couple of years, and it puts us in a position, as long as we have some acreage, puts us in a position to help some people and do that while we're taking care of ourselves too.
Joe, thanks a lot for sharing. Have yourself a good day. We'll talk to you again. All righty.
Thanks, Terry.
You bet. Joe Kramer with the Michigan Bean Commission. Back with more in a moment.
Looking for a career where every day is different? Got a knack for working on farm equipment? We're looking to grow our team. Hudson Inc., your local John Deere dealer, is responsible for keeping farmers of America running. Honest, dependable, and self-reliant mechanical technicians is who we are looking for. Hudson provides continuing education, tool allowances, and benefits. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Hudson team, go online and search Hudson Inc. Careers for more information.
Mr. Farmer, does the cost of fertilizer have your head spinning? Maybe it's time to look for alternatives. Now's the time to see what Dairy Dew can do for you. Dairy Dew? Dairy Dew offers compost blends made with chicken manure, gypsum, and several other natural ingredients that will bring health back into your fields. As a matter of fact, Dairy Dew features a mix of compost blends, granulated fertilizers, and liquids that will help to restore nutrients and good biology to your soils. No matter if you're a conventional farmer or organic farmer, Dairy Dew is for you. Dairy Dew liquids like Kelpful and MCI Corn Starter will benefit your plants. The soil health experts at Morgan Composting have been helping farmers with their soil health for over 25 years. Put that expert know-how to work for you. Don't let today's fertilizer costs get you down. Now you know the best option. Learn more by visiting dairydew.com. Get your orders placed now for spring. Put Dairy Dew to work for you.
Healthy plants come from healthy soil. Healthy soil comes from Dairy Dew.
This note coming up on Friday, we're going to be broadcasting from the warehouse and bulk plant facility in Bay City of Foster Blue Water Oil. It's their annual spring open house and promotions event. If you want to save money on those lubricants and things you need for spring, that event is good for you. So again, mark that down on your calendar this coming Friday. Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor Parts. New parts for old tractors, 800-234-3280 or steinertractor.com, and by Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw.